Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. On tap, we've got what should be a fairly intriguing matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the third quarterback taken back in April's draft, Dwayne Haskins out of Ohio State.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be.
A lot of ice after last week.
After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Haskins on first down. And this one's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down. Offensive starters, here they are. David DeCastro, what do you think about him, Charles?
Brandon could not have been better trained at Stanford. So well schooled in the run game and the pass game, and especially in pro principles. David DeCastro could be an all-pro in the years to come.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. A look now at the starters on this 49er defense. They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Third down, here's Haskins. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Fourth down, and on comes Justin Vogel to punt it away. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They will be led out by their second-year quarterback, the third QB taken in 2018, Sam Darnold.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And we look at this offense now, and Zach Martin will be important for this team today.
He's so good, Brandon, that you can play him at any position in the offensive line, and I think he's a Pro Bowl player at each spot.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Son, you want the mic. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. He's crashing.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Now off the bootleg, Darnold steps away. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He may try and run for this. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Time for us to introduce you to the defensive starters for Arizona. They've certainly had their struggles against the run. The 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem? When they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages.
Rolling to his left. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
We got this.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jared Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym, preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. The numbers on the ground for Gurley last week. 22 carries, 69 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. And he's been busy with his feet. He's been quite the scrambling man.
And obviously that can break down a defense. But a lot of it is just that they just get trapped with worrying about it so much that other things break down as well. You know, you break the huddle, and you're not just playing what comes out at you. You're like, oh, God, don't let him outside of the pocket. Don't let him beat us with his legs. And then he starts to beat you other ways.
On first down, it's Darnold. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Hyde.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold, he lost the football. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A nice little juke. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Faking the give, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On the right side, he finds Burnett. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. This from 42 yards out. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle. No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out the just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. On 1st down, it's Haskins. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Cardinals. Todd Gurley as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to third down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And last year's rushing and total touchdown leader, Todd Gurley, caps it with his first of the game here. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And our attention shifts to Gurley. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense, but you know what else is happening too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion we had a couple days ago in the team meetings, talking about this running game, opening up the passing game. We'll see if that continues to happen. This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. On first down, it's Gurley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Robbie Anderson making his way back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
You got it. You got it. You got it.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll find Lindsey here. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing. Change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Throwing the out route and complete. 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. The Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-3. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off Byron Jones.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's 3rd and short. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Darnold from the gun. Wide open receiver, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the draw, Lindsey. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. It's Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Complete here. It's high. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here from the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Have a muddle in the middle of the field. Make a play on the football.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Haskins, a deep ball for Gurley. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Todd Gurley, and it's 3rd down.
A 58-yard attempt.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. As far as the early games go on Sunday, we'll have our eye on Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A big one for the Chiefs as they'll get set to tangle with the Minnesota Vikings. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And finally, on Monday Night Football, what a way to wrap up the first weekend of November. Cowboys and Giants from MetLife Stadium. In our game, it was Sam Darnold who was on target in the first half. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. Space to maneuver at the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Haskins to throw. It's caught, Lockett, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Haskins now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And shutting him off, now open field. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Easy one. It's easy one.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins, man open, that's Calvin Ridley. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
26 Mike.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
57's the mark. 57.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Watch that.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. Pushing his way through. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a 2nd time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that 2nd score here in the 3rd quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Now Haskins to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 17-10 score. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Suggs, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now it's Lindsey. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Powers through. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And after the slow start, the numbers show he has really straightened things out. How often sometimes is that you come into a game and the defense is game planned a little differently than you expected?
More often than maybe people realize, so adjustments are often a big part of each and every game, and it's not just getting to halftime. It's series to series to make it work, and being able to hang in there when there's a little adversity early and see them able to flip it around, it's kind of gratifying for a team to watch, especially for a coach.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again they run with Gurley. And Gurley here fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Philip Lindsey, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the 35 on 2nd down, Haskins. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Darian Stewart there to bring him down. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Rashawn Melvin in on the stop.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Talking about.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. Now Riddick. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run. It's Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Gurley. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. One last throw now for Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Arizona, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. So for our entire crew,